Hey everyone! So I'm coming at you today with a dark moon Lilith in Libra, the schemer. This is a person who can access either within them a very gifted counselor versus a very gifted temptress. One who is able to present the most unappealing concepts in the best possible light. That is their niche. These are the roles of partners or allies. Some adjectives to describe Lilith and Libra individuals: conniving, scheming, meddling, deceptive, traitorous, fickle, two-faced, high-nosed, lofty, snobbish, affected, well-mannered, high-class, aristocratic, aesthetic, superior, well-spoken, condescending, elitist, flighty, unfaithful, fleeting, unreliable, uncertain, indecisive, light, tenuous, tasteful, classic, natural, sensible, realistic, grounded, immoral, snobbish, privileged, judgmental, sensual, salacious, justified, capable, grounded, realistic, pretentious, defensive, dependent, advocative or advocating, opportunistic, old school, artistic. Some notable celebrities are Oprah Winfrey, Justin Timberlake, Cameron Diaz, Kim Kardashian, Mother Teresa, Michael Douglas, Winston Churchill, Tom Cruise, John Travolta, Matt Damon, Jada Pinkett Smith, Coco Chanel, Whitney Houston, Tupac Shakur, Elon Musk, Daniel Radcliffe, Snoop Dogg, Michael Jordan, Nikola Tesla, Sigmund Freud, Quentin Tarantino, Chris Brown, Jessica Simpson, Gwyneth Paltrow, Woody Allen, Anthony Kiedis, Nelson Mandela. The frustrations that most of these people must watch out for in their lifetimes would be workplace injuries, electrocution, aircraft accidents, adultery by others or by themselves, unfair convictions or confrontations with the law in general. They can be subject to misjustices through red tape organizations like that. Because of this general thing about people who are trying to keep them from being the boss that they really are, because that's what they are. Libra is the sign of the earth themselves. So in a way, if you have any strong influences of Libra in your birth chart, you do kind of have an upper hand in some way, because you really are someone who is you basically are a being of this world. Interpret that any way you will in general. Also, I'll watch out for inflammations in general in areas like the bladder, urethra, kidney area. This is the karma of a judge gone wrong. A counselor giving, not being all the time, maybe having the intentions that they set out to have. They could be playing multiple games at the same time, and you would never know, because that's what they are. They scheme. They have multiple agendas, and they're always in that realm of the mind, and it can go either way. It can go either that way. It can be the best advisor, counselor that there ever was, or they can be someone very much corrupt. And that's what Lilith is. That's your Achilles heel, so to speak. So not to say that these negative attributes are what define you. It's what you have to struggle with, the decisions in life that you ultimately have to confront and deal with as an individual, which is, of course, different to each person, because everyone has to make these decisions. It's just everyone has different decisions to make. Furthermore, it's the karma of a schemer, as I said, a hustler. That's a great word for this. A conflict monger. Could have been in a past life, or in early life, an emotionally demanding person. And also, there is also a potential for having been a gigolo that lived at the expense of others in this placement of the astrological chart regarding Lilith. So furthermore, the main negative attributes of Lilith and Libra individuals would be they often have unfulfilled aspirations because of their this is an air sign, and they have in general they're ruled by mental energy. And what happens is, if this mental energy is in a negative point, there can be a lot of dreams, aspirations, wishes that they end up foregoing because they have this inability to maybe, they also have this thing where they constantly overthink in their heads, and this could end up as straying in the path towards life. Maybe they always knew that they wanted to be a lawyer like Kim Kardashian, but they ended up being a sex symbol in the media, and then later in life they realized that's what they really wanted to do. So it's that type of dynamic. Their mind can also be oriented too much towards trivial matters in this regard. They could focus too much on things that are really of no serious consequence. Perhaps it's details in clothes, or some kind of social event or misunderstanding between people, and they'll just kind of they'll not really venture far to their full potential because of that, because they'll just reside in that comfort zone with their mental, whatever is mentally clear to them at the time, that's what they're gonna stay in. And this could be a downfall point for these people. Also, they have a tendency to hide behind other people, which is that dependency quality, also that deceptive quality in play. An inability to account for as an individual. And this is very actually smart in terms of, getting away with something, because they could just simply push the blame to someone else and never have to really deal with the consequences as a result. They also may have behavior or mannerisms that are in an overly affected way. They may behave like they're better than people, and this stems from a tendency to hustle people, places, situations, etc. Because they have a subconscious belief that it is an honor for others to serve them, which is really the best way to describe the hidden soul of a Lilith and Libra individual. Furthermore, these individuals need to take care not to give in to religious, spiritual fanaticism, or pose as false religious leaders. This is a danger for this sign because of that mental plane that they reside in as a sign, in the air sign. You know, that's what that Libra rules. You know, people, they may steer towards some kind of extreme ideal of goodness, but that really isn't genuine. It's just a pose, and it's really important for these people to find a middle ground and not veer too far to extremists' trains of thought in general, and especially in regards to that the expression of that to the outside world and other people. So the positive attributes of Lilith and Libra: they make above par unmatched in excellence in terms of counselors, advocates, as I said, because the thing is that these people, they know a lot about relationships and human psychology in general. I mean, one of the founding fathers of psychology in general, Sigmund Freud, was Lilith and Libra. These people really have a really good hold on, you know, the mechanisms behind intuitive interactions, relationships, really, and they can pretty much verbally explain pretty much anything to anyone, because that really is the ultimate gift that they have. They have this understanding of the world, and the people, that is in some ways the most, I don't want to say wise, but the most genuine understanding of reality. And that's where it comes in, that reality based, that groundedness that they have. There's just something very, they don't have to try hard, because they just get it, and people around them, they see that they get it, and people can really learn a lot from people with Lilith and Libra, and just Libra signs in general, because they are the keepers of this earth in some ways. They usually tend to be well known in social circles, and can make landmark icons in culture, society, and sometimes they can really be that missing link or perfect solution in problems in society that have not been able to be solved by anyone before them. You know, like, it's just, they really are instrumental to some parts of human history, culture. They just fill that gap that others haven't been able to pretty much fill, because they have, as I said, a knowledge that is the most accurate, so to speak. So I hope this video was informative and that you enjoyed it, and I hope you all have a wonderful day. And Lilith and Libras, you guys are bosses at heart, and it really is a great placement in terms of Liliths to have, you know, one of the better parts, you know, advantageous positions in terms of the Liliths, of course. So, you know, I hope all of you, you know, work it on your successes, and you guys are social climbers fundamentally, and it's really great that we have you guys to, you know, confide in. And yeah, just thanks for being so awesome. So yeah, peace out.